And welcome back to Who Would Win. Today's Who Would Win comes to us from Mark Strike, who asks the question, who would win a fight, Shang-Chi or Black Panther? Now, obviously, we'll use the Shang-Chi from the comics, as that is the image I have here. Although the Black Panther we have here, I think, might be artwork from the movie. But either way, we're looking at the comic version of Black Panther. And these are two characters who I've met multiple times. Shang-Chi, the master of Kung Fu, is a master of Kung Fu. He's one of the best martial artists in the Marvel Universe on Earth. Able to go toe-to-toe with individuals like Danny Rand, who was the Iron Fist, Deadpool, Captain America, all those. Black Panther even stated himself that he actually thinks Shang-Chi is the superior fighter between him and Rand. Shang-Chi is a master weapons user, master athlete, a master fisherman too, and a philosopher. But more than he also had an ability a while back in the comics, I believe, to actually multiply himself, duplicate himself. I don't believe he has that anymore. But the question is that enough to overcome someone like Black Panther, who is beyond peak human physical condition because he's enhanced as the Black Panther? He's more equivalent to someone like Captain America, who does have low-grade superhuman strength, superhuman agility, durability. He has a healing factor. He is also a skilled warrior and fighter and combatant. And beyond that, he wears the Black Panther suit, which is composed of vibranium, allowing him to absorb impacts without losing any momentum. In the movies, and I think he has this in the comics too, he's able to absorb enough, incoming kinetic energy and release it in basically an energy shockwave, which is not capable of really killing anyone, but capable of really just blowing an opponent backwards. He's also has vibranium claws that can cut through just about anything. He is a skilled hunter, skilled master of stealth, a skilled martial artist in his own right. So who wins in this fight? And for me, I mean, Shang-Chi can also enhance his physicality temporarily by using Chi. But that's only temporarily. Like, he can break boulders and even smash, steel doors temporarily by enhancing himself. If these two actually were to meet in combat, I don't think it would go very well for Shang-Chi. Now, Shang-Chi, I think, has the advantage in hand-to-hand combat. If these two duked it out just straight mano-a-mano, hand-to-hand, while I think T'Challa has the better physicality, so he's stronger and more durable. I think Shang-Chi, is faster. He just has a smaller frame, which allows him to move faster, even though he's not enhanced by Panther ritual. He's also just, I think, a more skilled martial artist overall. So on just pure physical combat skill, I would go with Shang-Chi. The problem is this would not be a pure physical combat fight. This would be a fight with Black Panther in his suit, which is vibranium, and no matter how much Chi you have, you're not breaking a vibranium suit. At least I don't think Danny Rand's ever been capable of breaking vibranium. So he's already fighting at a disadvantage, even though he might be able to overrun T'Challa a little bit in terms of straight-on combat. T'Challa's suit has more than enough weapons, durability, and just, shielding that he's not going to be able to actually get through him. Even being a master like pressure point combat, if you can't get through that suit, pressure points don't mean jack. So, unfortunately, this is now, if the person who gave me this, Mark Strike, I don't believe you, because I think you gave me this long before Shang-Chi the movie came out. But if we want to play devil's advocate for a moment and use the movie version of Shang-Chi, does that version of Shang-Chi stand a better shot against T'Challa? Well, yes, because this Shang-Chi has access to the 10 rings. Now, we don't know if he has exactly the same, because the MCU is different from the comics. It's just different. So, for instance, pressure point training. Don't know if he's been trained in that. We know he's been trained in pretty much any weapon. He's a super skilled martial artist. But clearly, against the vibranium suit of T'Challa, that's still not going to do much. The question here we have to ask is, are the 10 rings capable of overwhelming T'Challa's suit? Because if they're capable of overwhelming T'Challa's suit, now I'm doing it again. It's not T'Challa's suit. Then, because I do that sometimes with his name, I often say the ch before the t. T'Challa's suit. If the rings are capable of doing that, well, then that completely levels the playing field in Shang-Chi's favor. The problem here is that, except for sound, like we see it in the movie in Black Panther, that high frequency sound is actually capable of causing like his suit to retract. Now in the comics it might be a little bit different, but we can assume that it does actually work the same way. In fact, I believe it does. We have seen that. The problem here is that the rings seem to produce energy, but not like sonic waves of energy. They can produce like a shield. They can allow the user to fly, enhance your strength, basically give you immortality, or at least longevity, and produce like an energy blast of some kind. But none of that really works in favor of taking down T'Challa's suit. That's the key problem for anyone who's going in against the Black Panther in a fight in these Who Wins, is the question of, can they get through his suit? Sadly, even with the 10 rings as they're seen in the MCU, I don't think you'd be able to get through. Hell, I don't even know if you'd be able to get through an MCU version of T'Challa's suit, to be honest. Black Panther's suit is just, it's vibranium, man. And comic vibranium is even stronger than freaking MCU vibranium. And we still haven't even had adamantium introduced yet. So, yeah, while MCU Shang-Chi would actually stand a much better shot because of the rings, he's ultimately, unless he's hits him so hard that he knocks Black Panther out temporarily, and even then he still has to get through his suit, which he can't do. I gotta go with Black Panther in this fight. I think that even though skill-wise and in the MCU weapon-wise he might have an advantage, that suit, man, is too much for someone of just basic human abilities, enhanced martial arts, all that, to be able to handle. But anyway, that's my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think Shang-Chi could actually take Black Panther down in a fight? Or do you think Black Panther, between his skill, his weapons, and his suit, would just be too much for Shang-Chi to overcome? Let me know in the comments below. I got Black Panther, but I'm more than willing to hear someone else's opinion on that. And, it's not my opinion is not the definitive opinion. So, have at it. Till then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you first on the next one. Have a good one.